Are you live?
Not yet.
Are you gonna go live?
I will do, yeah.
So are you on now?
Mm-hmm.
Is there only one person on?
Yeah, well, I've just turned it on.
You wait for lots of people to join?
Yeah.
I already have one viewer.
Oh, yes.
I mean, I don't want to wear anything on with my sister.
After the game, but I think it will take the players, a couple of weeks, maybe a couple of months. Chris, you expect to see them among the early front runners? Not really. I like the manager. I do like them.
Right, welcome to the live commentary. Sunderland against Cheltenham. Ground good to go, going good to soft. Right, nice cup of tea. Well, I must admit, anything but 3 points it must be tonight.
I just put this. But it's risky because you might have to go in. Try it. Come. No, I need shoes on. I need my stuff. Can you help me get the stuff, Ollie? I'll just use my tip tools. I'll be fine. Wait, first, can you help me get the stuff? What do you need? Upstairs. And the cat is.
How are you doing, Doug? Nice to see you, fella. 3 points tonight, I would say. Hopefully. Can it be anything less, really, can it? How you doing, Jeff? How you doing, mate? You all right?
Daddy, do you know where my phone is? Oh.
Yeah, so Doug's going for a 2-0 win. That sounds reasonable. Yeah, not too bad, Jeff. Looking forward to the game.
Yeah, ask him if he's going.
Hopefully it's not as nerve-wracking as it is on the last time against Bolton. So the lineup is Hoffman, Niall Higgins, Tom Flanagan, Corey Evans, Broadhead, Aidan O'Brien, Luke O'Neill, Ross Stewart, Carl Winchester, Bailey Wright, Aidan McGeady, and the subs Lee Burge, Frederick Alves, Leon Dachaku, Elliot Embleton, Ellis Taylor, Pritchard, and Dan Neil is the subs. Yeah, there is a lot of changes tonight, but hey, I still think we're strong enough. To be honest with you, I do think we're strong enough. See you later, Pet. Ta-ra. Do us a favour, turn the kitchen light off, son.
Can turn it on. So what about shoes? Can I got my shoes? What? Got my shoes. What about mine?
Well, it's been raining up and down the country for most part of the day, I think. So, but it looks calm at the stadium light at the minute. It doesn't seem to be any rain. The crowd's coming in nicely.
Wait, I thought you turned it getting a new outfit.
Not expecting a big crowd at the stadium light tonight, really, but definitely autumn has settled in. It's not very warm outside at all. So then, at the league table at the minute, Sunderland are second off top only by goal difference. But we are 19 points second, a point ahead of third place MK Dons, fourth place Plymouth. They have played a game more than Sunderland. We've just got to keep kicking on and kicking on. That's what I have to do. Hello, Starkey. My days used to be the Roker Park. I'm 47-year-old, so my days were Roker Park. I practically lived there every game, even some of the reserve matches. But I've been to Stadium of Light loads. But obviously, I've got kids, and I work on Saturdays and stuff. But it doesn't matter where you are, you feel it. You feel the passion, you feel the anxiety supporting this lot. So thanks if you can please subscribe to the channel and click that like button. Be much appreciated. Thank you very much. So we're just about a few minutes away from kickoff. I'd like to see Sunderland get a good start, get out the blocks quick. I'll need my glasses on for this or not. What do you think? No. I'm born and bred, Jeff, in Sunderland. Thorny Close, then General Havelock Road, Ford Estate, then Whitburn. I left school when I was 16. So I'm born and bred. Went to Bede School on Durham Road there. Hey, Starkey, cheers. Aye, the old res mix, bloody hell. $4,500 miles, Doug. It's no excuse, really. It's easy thumb a lift. I must admit, I would say I would prefer Roker Park. Simply fact, I just found there was more of an atmosphere, especially on a night game. When you were about a mile away from the ground and you got that haze of the floodlights arcing over the houses, it just sent goose pimples on your arms. It was brilliant. I miss Roker Park. I miss them days. And it's such a shame and such a sad thing to flatten such an iconic ground. And you get all these listed buildings like chimneys and public toilets and things like that. And they've got to keep them because it's listed, and yet they flatten Roker Park. Shocking, really, isn't it? Yeah, I'm 47, but that's just that's the light. If I lift my glasses up, 48, 47. Yeah, there was just something about the big 4 floodlights on a night game. It was, I don't know what it is about floodlights, but you could see the ground for miles around, and it was the symbol. And it just, once you're seeing the floodlights, and the lights are on beaming down, it was Oh, special. Wish I could rewind the clock. So, we have that the usual tune playing at the moment. Da ba da ba da ba da ba da ba da ba da ba. Ba-doo, 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 ba-doo. Flags are waving. All right, some of the volunteers waiting for the teams to come out. I used to like Roker Park paying 15p for a cup of Bovril and 25p for pies. And Roker Park had this smell. It just had this smell about it, like proper football match, proper football ground, and I miss it. I remember everything about it. My first match going to Roker Park, I was at junior school. I must have been 10-year-old, and it was Sunderland boys against Liverpool boys at Roker Park, and we lost 3-0. So the teams are coming out. Cheltenham in blue, and of course, need I say what Sunderland are wearing? So let's get a good start off with this, eh? I was mostly in the Roker end for Roker Park. I did like the Fulwell end, but I don't know what it was. I just liked the Roker end, and I was a bit colder. But I remember the gold membership cards as well. little credit cards, but they were gold with a Sunderland badge in the middle. So I think Cheltenham will come at us for the first 10 minutes. I think they'll try and give it a go, and I think Sunderland will get settled. So Aidan McGeady just below us on the right-hand side. I'd like to see him getting back to his usual best. What he is getting on. Samson the cat waving as he's walking off the pitch. And he's misses by the look of it. Cheers, Daniel, for the review. Spot on. And it's going to be Cheltenham that's going to kick off. And they're kicking off. I can't help falling in love with you. It gets echoed round the ground. And Cheltenham are kicking opposite end of the Roker end. That's which they're kicking, playing towards, and they go off. Cheltenham just hoof the ball straight away downfield, and that'll be a throw-in to Sunderland. Winchester for the throw-in. And it just goes straight back. Matthew Pollock, who puts it back to Winchester, goalkeeper, who lobs the ball forward. So Cheltenham now here, they come on the right-hand side, gets in a cross, and it's cleared away by Bailey Wright. Cheltenham still have possession, as I thought they would have, as they build again. The deep in our first half, but McGeady comes and meets it and wins it back, and Stewart's tackled unfairly, and he will get the free kick. There you go, Jeff. You've put your moderator, mate. As I've just started this channel off, I'm trying to work out how you do membership fees and do memberships, and also where you can make like donations if you feel grateful enough to do, but I'm learning how to do that. Goal kick, Cheltenham. Picked up straight away now by Winchester, who's going to pass it back to Hoffman. Score from the English Football League Trophy: Carlisle 1, Everton under 21s 0. Oldham 0, Leeds under 21s 1. Here's Winchester, deep in our half, just passing it back to Doyle, who plays across the 18-yard area in Sunderland's half. Out to the left now to Sunderland. Sunderland now just passing the ball about. Long ball forward by Evans, looking for Ross Stewart, who might get in between the keeper and the defender, and goal goes down. Ross Stewart does go down, but the referee is not interested. Sunderland get it back again. Now, no. It's Broadhead now, tries to play the play through. Luke 19 tries a shot, and it's blocked. Comes back out now. Sunderland still have it, and they get a free kick about 25 yards out. Yeah, Broadhead could have slipped somebody in. Oh, no, it's taken quickly. And Aidan O'Brien, but the referee has pulled it back. He was through when he puts the ball in the net, but the referee said that was taken too quickly. Plymouth 0, Crew 1 is a shock scoreline so far. Crew being right at the bottom, Plymouth right at the top end. Free kick to Sunderland. Bit too far out for a shot, I would say. McGeady's going to take it. Here it goes. Towards the back post, and it's evaded everybody, and it goes straight out for a goal kick to Cheltenham. I don't know. I think a lot of the lads are at the game. The lads filling that from SAFC Fan TV, and of course, Mad Mistake. I think they will be at the game. Good ladders, Terry. They're all good lads. You know, I'm of course part of SAFC Fan TV. But they've not set me up to do streams, so I've set my own channel up for when they can't stream. I'll be doing it. So Cheltenham now. Oh, lovely bit of trickery there by Thomas for Cheltenham as they come forward now on the halfway line with Hussey. Chapman now for Cheltenham. Gets hustled by Perry, gets the ball now. Outfield now to the right-hand side. Cheltenham just keeping possession at the back. Deep in the Cheltenham half now. Cheltenham out onto the left. Keystone gets it back and then goes long. And Flanagan there gets the ball, but Winchester gives it away. Billy Wright stops him in the end, and McGeady goes inside. O'Brien's on his bike, and if he finds him, he's on the run. He can find him. Controls it well. Plays it up the line to Huggins. Huggins plays it back over the top, looking for 09. It was a couple of times he's made that run, but didn't find him. Cardiff 0, West Brom 1 in the Championship. So the Plymouth 0, Crew 1 is the only goal in Division 1 at the moment. Flanagan now to Winchester. Stewart now on the right-hand side. Sunderland being forced back a bit. The deep in their own half on the right-hand side. Barely right. Sweeps the ball across field. To Niall Huggins. Hasn't got very many options. He's twisting and turning, plays it up the line and then gets it back to him. And then chips it. A good ball over the top over now. Now Sunderland are breaking on the left, but Broadhead plays a power ball and it's blocked, but he's lucky enough to get it back. On the corner flag now, Stewart's in the middle. Plays it up the line. Huggins delivers the ball in, and that's a poor cross. That's a poor cross that just goes over everybody's heads and out for a goal kick. Got to get these crosses in better, but that was a poor ball. Ross was frustrated there because he was free, he was clear, but the ball wasn't the best. Baby. Practice me singing, that's Mad Mistake's job, I think. I'm from Wallsends, getting sung around the stadium. 7 minutes gone, 0-0. Goal kick Cheltenham. We headed straight back into their half. And Cheltenham hit the ball along the line, up to nowhere. And Sunderland will get it back deep in their own half. Huggins again. Seen plenty of the action so far. Barely right. It's a ball trying to find Huggins, but it's cut out. Stewart there loses possession there. And now Cheltenham will come forward with a high ball into the box. They're in the penalty area, Cheltenham. Just holds up play, plays it out to the right, knocks it out wide, gets past his man well. He's going to get a good cross in here. Delivery gets there, and it comes all the way through, and there's a bit of a scramble, but Sunderland do clear. Winchester clears high, but only as far as Cheltenham in the halfway line as they come again. They still have the ball. Plays it off for Sunderland player for a throw-in. Good start from Cheltenham this, just as I would have thought. Preston 0, Stoke 1. So we have a throw-in now for Cheltenham. Throw-in's taken. Played it back. Cross comes in. It's not a very good one, and it's cleared by Sunderland. Only as far as Cheltenham, who hit the ball back into the 18-yard area again. Headed away. And Ross Stewart helping out defending. This is what Ross Stewart does well, doesn't he? He gets back. He's not just hanging around up the front there. He's everywhere. McGeady now. Back to Winchester. Ball over the top. Broadhead has got space if he can bring it down. And he does. Good chance. Nathan Broadhead gets round the goalkeeper. Plays it back to Stewart. Oh, and Stewart literally. Oh, no. And Sunderland still press with Aidan O'Brien on the left within the box. Gets in across and then it comes off for a corner. Oh, dear. That should have been really 1-0 there. Stewart, he just played it straight at the person who was standing on the goal line. Broadbent got past the keeper, played it back. Stewart just, he literally got a lot of goal to aim at and he literally passes it out the only defender standing on the goal line. Should have been 1-0, but we've got a corner. Here comes the corner. It's Bailey Wright with a header, and it's 1-0! Bailey Wright! Well, I said we should have been a 1-0 up, and we've got it now. Brilliant. Lovely cross. Bailey Wright just flicks the ball into the bottom right-hand corner, or the keeper's bottom left. 10 minutes gone, Sunderland 1, Cheltenham 0. Lovely header from Bailey Wright. Get in. Middlesbrough 1, Sheffield United 0. Duncan Watmore has scored for Middlesbrough after 9 minutes. Well, that's just done just as well because we really should have took the lead there with Stewart, but we've got it. Sunderland need to keep going and kill the game off. Just showing you the goal again. Yes, a lovely flick header into the bottom. Lovely goal by Bailey Wright. Kyle Joseph now has the ball for Cheltenham. And they win their first corner. So straight away, Cheltenham have got a corner. Charlton 1, Bolton 0. Vast of empty seats on where the lads stand. It's taken short for Cheltenham and it's played up. Now back. Dossie going to get a cross in. This is a dangerous looking cross and it's headed and it's just over the bar from Cheltenham. So they're certainly not sitting down. Cheltenham have come straight at us. And it was a hanging long corner. And the cross seemed to hang in there for a while and he leaped, headed the ball. Wasn't much power in it and it went over the bar. MK Dons 0, Fleetwood Mac 1. But the warning signs there, they will come at us, Cheltenham. Please do not sit back for 78 minutes on this. But Ian McGeady now on the right-hand side for Sunderland. Winchester's gone ahead of him, tries to thread through Broadhead, and he might get there and he just gets beaten to it. Oh, Cheltenham have it. Being hustled well by Sunderland, and Sunderland win the ball back. Back with Stewart. Now Stewart plays it to space now. To Huggins. Huggins now plays the ball now down on the left-hand side to O'Brien. Going to look past to get his man to get across him, but plays it back to Huggins. Level with a penalty area, Sunderland in the Cheltenham half. And then plays it off the Cheltenham player for a throw-in. Now that I found you only things. Throw-in taken, Sunderland. Stewart gives it to Aidan O'Brien, who shoots from distance and then gets it back. Crowded around by loads of Cheltenham players now. Finds Huggins. Twisting and turning. Ball through. And Brian's offside. That was unlucky. It was a good little move. Well, I hope not, Doug. Against Cheltenham, it shouldn't really be, should it? Goal kick to Cheltenham. 30 minutes gone. Sunderland 1, Cheltenham 0. Headed away by Sunderland. Out for a throw-in. Deep in the Sunderland half for Cheltenham. Oldham 0. Leeds under 21s 1. Jimmy Somerville. Don't leave me this way. So, first 15 minutes. Fairly comfortable, I would say. Ross will be disappointed he didn't put his chance away. So here we are in Sunderland's half. Cheltenham have the ball, but dispossessed, challenged by Flanagan. And he will come forward now, Sunderland. Broadhead tries to get the ball and he just misses out there. And then Cheltenham will build. And they bring it away. Hussey now with a high ball. Chested down. And miscontrolled. Can't keep it in. Throw in to Sunderland deep in there. Half. Ipswich 1, Doncaster 0. Here we are. Sunderland deep, level with their penalty area. Deep in their own half. Flanagan with a high ball up front, finding literally nobody. And then back to the Cheltenham goalkeeper. So Cheltenham come now on the right-hand side. Another high ball forward. Straight to Dustin Hoffman. Very quiet stadium of light tonight. Of course, they were brought to life a few minutes ago with that goal, that superb header from Burley Wright. Now he's McGeady. Turns easily. 09's on his bike in front of him. If he can spot him. But McGeady's still got it. Now he plays it to the left to O'Brien, who's had plenty of the ball on the left at the minute. Huggins now comes inside. Evans, captain this evening, of course. Plays it back. Now we're back in the centre circle with Sunderland. Flanagan last time at the ball and plays it to Evans. Now we're on the far side. Huggins now beats his man, cuts inside, beats another, and he's still going, Huggins. Drops it off to Broadhead, who flicks a nice little ball back heel to wide Winchester. He shouts shoot, but he's not. He's taking his time. He's playing it back. Clip forward from Evans now to find McGeady, and he does keep it in near the corner flag. And he's offside. Bit of a delayed reaction there from the linesman. It did look offside from where I was looking. Yes, Joss, it was a good header. It was a good cross, and it was from a corner from McGeady, and it was a flick, and it bounced and went to the keeper's bottom left. It was a lovely goal. Goal kick Cheltenham. Sunderland retrieve it. Winchester now brings the ball forward. Now plays it back. Across field now with Huggins. Huggins now plays it back across field. Flanagan. O'Brien's gone. Tries to play another high ball to find Broadhead, but doesn't quite find him. Cheltenham just keep the ball in and pass it back to their goalkeeper. Big kick out. Sunderland will gather possession again, deep in their own half. Evans now plays a high ball, but once again, Sunderland have got to stop doing these high ball things at the moment. They're not working. They keep lofting it forward, lofting it high, and it's not finding people at the minute. Keep it on the deck, I would say. It's not working. We don't want to keep falling into that trap. These high balls, it's not working. Keep it on the deck, lads, I'd say. But Sunderland have a free kick just on the centre circle. Oxford 1, Accrington Stanley 0. And Sunderland have possession. They're deep inside their half. Played forward over the top again. Stewart's chasing it, so is Broadhead. And he had no option, the Cheltenham player, to put it out for a throw-in near the level with a penalty area. So here we are, throw-in for Sunderland. Plenty of movement in the box. Just a short little throw and then it's back. Back up the line now to McGeady. McGeady plays a little ball to Stewart, who cuts inside. Plays it back to O'Nien, and 9 threads the ball through. Sunderland keep the ball. They're trying to find an opening. Lots of blue shirts back for Cheltenham. Broadhead now. Now plays it down the right-hand wing for O'Nien. Just building patiently. They still have possession, Sunderland. Plays the ball, Flanagan. McGeady, if you do well to keep this in. And, Cheltenham player gets in. The offside flag's gone in again. Yeah. Quite a few times now when the ball's getting lofted high into the air and suddenly getting caught offside. Of course, we haven't got VAR in this division, have we? So we don't know how close that was. Yes, Jordan, I would love to put the camera onto the game, but YouTube would just block it straight away. And of course, you get a warning from Sunderland AFC. So it's a strict no-no, I'm afraid. I would love to, but just not allowed for copyright reasons. I know, Jordan, I would love to do it. I'd love to put the thing on, but the algorithms of YouTube would just turn the broadcast off straight away. So you got my ugly mug, I'm afraid. But anyway, we're deep inside the Sunderland half. 21 minutes gone. Cheltenham have a throw-in. Pardon what? Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, support my channel if you haven't. Thank you very much. I'll wash your socks if you do so. Evans is not too bad. He's having a good game so far. Throw in for Sunderland. On the far side. Down the line. We're deep in our own half at the moment, Sunderland. Nice little 1-2 there between Higgins. Now we're at the centre circle. Now going back again. Long ball trying to find Winchester, but cut out. And that's a throw in for Sunderland on the other side of the pitch. And throws it back to Hoffman. Sunderland still have it. Deep in the half. Winchester now. Cuts inside. Dinks a little ball forward. To find O'Brien. 09 now. Plays it, switches it across to Huggins. Looking for McGeady. Plays the ball. Will McGeady get there? He does. He's done well. But then miscontrols it. And it goes out for a throw-in. Well, I am actually a DJ, and I'm actually do produce my music. And I just thought, the earth's your oyster. Go out and get it. So DJ Earth, there we go. Done well with my music production as well. I've had like tunes released on vinyl and things like that, like my dance music. So yeah, it's going pretty well. But Sunderland have it now. Deep in their half, he's Winchester. He's going to have a shoot, and he shoots! Oh, Winchester. Excuse me. Shot from a good 35 yards out there. It was low, and it was a grass cutter, and that went too far away. He's the replay again. That went too far. Good effort from Winchester. Why not? Have a crack. Cheltenham have it. Still 1-0, 23 minutes gone, coming up to 24 minutes. Aye, thanks, Jeff. Thanks a lot, mate. When you commentate, and you don't need to commentate on every single pass, you just need to keep it simple. No, I haven't got COVID, Stephen. I did that test the other day, thermometer up the backside, you know. Just the time of year. Lots of colds and stuff going about. And of course, all the kids back to school. They spread colds and stuff around like a forest fire, don't they? But still, throw in to Cheltenham, deep in their own half. Just charge down from Sunderland, and they get possession back. O'Brien with a little ball inside to 09. Now Sunderland play it back. They're in their own half now. Plays it across field. I might put a few Valdurnigan tracks on, Jeff. Winchester now. Plays down the line, and it just comes off a Cheltenham player for a throw-in. O'Brien takes it. Sunderland going back again. Flanagan now. Plays a nice ball outfield to Huggins opposite side. Bailey Wright, the goal scorer, deep in our half. Back to our goalkeeper. Oxford United 2, Accrington Stanley 0, Wigan Athletic 0, Sheffield Wednesday 1. Max Power has scored an own goal for Wigan. So there we go. Cambridge United 0, Gillingham 1. But here we are, Sunderland now in their own half, just level with the centre circle with Huggins, who's had plenty of time, plenty ball movement as Huggins. He's done well on the left there. throw into Sunderland. But yeah, Huggins has definitely been lively. He's had plenty of the ball. Cambridge United 0, Gillingham 1, if I said that before. Got brilliant 45 people viewing the channel, viewing this stream at the moment. If you can click the thumbs up and subscribe, I'll buy you a packet of Watsits each. There we go. Champions League, Porto 0, Liverpool 0. 26 minutes gone and we still just have that 1-goal lead. Not much happening at the moment. It's getting a bit scrappy. A lot of head tennis going about. But Sunderland have possession in the centre circle. Plays it now to the right to Winchester, who's also had a lot of the ball. To O'Brien. Back again we go in our own half. Now back to our keeper again. Now we're on the far side of the pitch. MK Dons 1, Fleetwood 1. Of course, MK Dons are in the top half of the table in playoff positions. So they've equalised against Fleetwood. There we are, son. A nice little passes here in the centre of the pitch. Now we come forward again, trying to get Broadhead. It does fall for O'Brien. Now he's Sunderland on the right, plays it to Winchester. He's Nathan the Broadhead, leaves it. And Ross Stewart! 2-0 to Sunderland. That's made me cough. Oh, get in. Get in. Lovely build-up play this in the middle of the park. Sunderland, nice little one-touch football, little short little passes. We'll come forward now. I think it was O'Brien on the right, plays a lovely ball inside. A lovely little dummy. And here comes Ross Stewart that just slots it between the goalkeeper's legs on the deck. 2-0 Sunderland. 28 minutes played. To Sunderland 2, Cheltenham Town 0. That was a good goal. Just showing you the goal again on the big screen. Yeah, it was a lovely ball inside and a nice little dummy. Stewart comes up. Yeah, that was just straight in. But like I said, don't just sit on this. Keep going, keep going. Of course, goal difference is massively important. And there's a horrible challenge here, a late challenge from Cheltenham, I think, on Ross Stewart. This time's his tackle. The referee's going to get his card out here. Oof, yeah. Bit of tricky from Ross Stewart. Nutmegs him. And he's up, Ross Stewart. Doesn't look too injured. There's Sunderland fans singing, "Oh, Sunderland, we love you." They've come into life. We're back with Cheltenham now, deep in their own half. Sunderland FC, we're far the greatest team the world has ever seen. And we come again now on the right-hand side. McGeady now gets in a good cross, puts a ball in the middle, and just over the ball, is it? He's given a goal kick. Ross Stewart again in a dangerous position. Yes, Rob, this doesn't matter what stream you get, there's always a bit of a time difference. But this is the commentary for people who haven't got access to the match. Burton 1, Portsmouth 0. Portsmouth not going well at the minute. But Sunderland have it now, and it's headed back to Hoffman. Sunderland do look comfortable at the moment, mind. Sing your hearts out for the lads. Sunderland have it now on the far side. Huggins now. Oh, I was going to say it was just a bit of trickery there, but just drag the ball out there, and it's a throw into Cheltenham at level with the halfway line. Absolutely, Richard Gent. I say goal difference is like a point in itself. MK Dons 1, Fleetwood Mac 2. Welcome, MTB from Texas. Sunderland now, here we are in the centre circle. Bit sloppy play there, giving away possession quite easily, and Cheltenham will build now. On the left-hand side now, in our half, Cheltenham. A bit of a sloppy play there from Cheltenham. Simple pass, and it's gone out for a throw-in. And Mo Salah has scored for Liverpool at Porto. Latest is Hull 0, Blackpool 0. Hull, of course, struggling since they got promoted. Don't know the attendance yet, Jeff. They usually mention it midway through the second half. I wouldn't be surprised if it's around about 25,000 tonight, because of course Bolton bringing 2,000 up the last home game makes a difference. But Evans cuts out the Cheltenham possession. Triangle football passing for Sunderland. That's tidy. Now we're on the left-hand side again. Level with the centre circle. Huggins over the top looking for Broadhead once again. Broadhead now holds up player. Brings it down well. Twists and turning but cuts out. But Sunderland will still build. They're coming up to the 18-yard area now, Sunderland. They're in the box. Broadhead. On the right-hand side to McGeady, who's been lively tonight, McGeady. Inside the area now, McGeady. Loops the ball over. Gets a ball in. Gets in across. Backstage. Just over the top from Ross Stewart. McGeady has been a lot livelier tonight. Little step over, which he usually does. Gets that extra yard. Gets the cross across. And Ross does everything right. Just puts his header over the bar. Yeah, Ross Stewart could have had a hat-trick so far. Ipswich 2, Doncaster 0. Birmingham are losing at QPR by 1-0. Comedian Lee Evans has scored for Ipswich. Didn't know he was a footballer. Sunderland have a throw-in deep in their own half. Here's Sunderland now with a long ball across field. Finding O'Brien, who's also had lots of the ball at the moment. Now Winchester. McGeady now clips it back to Winchester. Lovely little dink. Winchester puts the ball on the deck for Broadhead, who pulls it back and slides out, and that's a corner ball for Sunderland. Yeah, we're starting to rip these open now, especially down the right-hand side. Yeah, he's looking to pull it back for Ross Stewart there, but a sliding intervention puts the ball out. AC Milan 1, Atletico Madrid 0. Quite a few fans at the Roker end. Here comes the cross. McGeady delivers. It's cleared and headed away. On his far back as McGeady. As the fans are singing his usual trademark song, he runs down the wing and plays a cross, but plays it off the player of Cheltenham and goes out for another corner. Rotherham 1, AFC Wimbledon 0. And Will Grigg has scored it. Thought I could see a bit of smoke out the window there before. Here we go now with Sunderland now. Oh, tries to thread through McGeady there, Winchester, but a bit too much and it's gone for a goal kick. Huddersfield 1, Blackburn Rovers 0. That's interesting, Jeff. He was the announcer at Roker Park. I can still remember the voice to this day. Hello there and welcome. And used to always go hello and welcome to Roker Park. He used to always say if that was him. Hello, welcome to Roker Park this afternoon. Good old Roker. Cheltenham working it on the right-hand side, plays it over, but Hoffman reads well. He's getting better. He's getting more confident, Hoffman. Jeff, that was before my time. But you could tell you plenty of stories. In the Papa John's Trophy, Carlisle United 2, Everton under 21 0. Sunderland have it in their own half. Keeping possession well. Sunderland have got time on the ball, plenty of space. Flanagan plays it high over the top. Headed away from Cheltenham. Taylor Perry on the far side for Cheltenham. Lovely intervention for Sunderland now. Getting possession back really well. He's Broadhead running now with some pace. Options on the left-hand right. Plays it in McGeady. And Ross Stewart! It's number 3! Get it! I can't use it. And these goals have caused me to cough. Oh, brilliant. The way we just fought and got possession back there in the centre of the pitch was brilliant. And we just ran at them with pace. Little dink. Plays a lovely little dink. And then knocks it in field to Ross Stewart. That's a well-worked team goal, that. Brilliant. I did predict as well, I think, in my review that Sunderland, Ross Stewart would get a couple of goals. Cheers. Brilliant. Dare I say we can relax now for the rest of the game? Flying high up in the sky, we keep the red flags flying high. And of course, this is great for the goal difference as well. Middlesbrough 2, Sheffield United 0, and former Sunderland player Paddy McNair has scored for Middlesbrough. You're in Port Elizabeth, Rob, eh? But here we are. Sunderland now deep in their own half. Very comfortable, 3-0 up at the moment. Preston 1, Stoke 1. As Sunderland headed back now to Hoffman. Well, at half-time, the Bovril and mince pies and the pints will be tasting very, very nice at half-time, no doubt. That's a nice feeling, isn't it? But Cheltenham now have the ball deep, level with their own penalty area. Superb performance from Sunderland. And here we go again. They've dispossessed Cheltenham. And Evans is now coming along the middle now for Sunderland. Love it the way the predators, Sunderland at the minute. They're really looking for mistakes and openings, and they're just pouncing on Cheltenham's mistakes. Now we're coming now the right-hand side. We're in our own half now. McGeady plays it inside to 09. 09 further across now to Evans. Tries to play a ball outside of his foot to release Huggins, but dispossessed. Matty Klebb plays it away for Cheltenham. Back to Sean Long. Side to Connor Thomas now for Cheltenham. Paris Saint-Germain 1, Man City 0 in the Champions League. That's one trophy called Pep Guardiola really wants to desperately win, isn't it? But here comes Sunderland again now. And then they've lost possession and Cheltenham will have the ball back. Not really doing anything of a threat at all. Real Madrid 0, Sheriff Tersapol 1. I'm not even going to try to pronounce their goal scorer. Yeah, Sunderland just at a slow tempo now at the moment. They're just passing the ball. They're keeping possession. Nothing really much happening. Why would there be? They're 3-0 up at half-time. When was the last time we were 3-0 up at half-time? Or before half-time? Anybody know? Huggins now on the left-hand side. Plays the high ball. Cut out in the back by Long. Sunderland get it back on. What's now? Instantly. And now they come building again in centre circle. Plays a ball bait over the top. Ross Stewart now. Can he get there? He can. Ross Stewart plays it to the keeper now. Oh, and surely they was taken out by the goalkeeper there. No penalty. But we're carving them open every time we go forward at the moment. The ball comes over the top. Yeah, he takes the ball pass and the ball just didn't fall for them. And it was just cleared at the last minute. Nearly number 4. Now we're back in our own half. A really good first half from Sunderland this. And we'll go back to Hoffman, who's just standing outside his 18-yard area at the moment. He's waving his players forward. He's saying, come on, get up the field, get another. Well, the other teams around us will be looking at the score so far and say, yeah, Sunderland are meaning business at the minute. As I play the ball high, forward, and headed out for a throw into Sunderland. Just goes to show you how important it is to keep Ross Stewart fit, isn't it, really? I mean, he'd be amiss if anything happened. And as I said before, Hull City was struggling. They're getting beat off Blackpool. They've just scored. Shane Lavery after 42 minutes. And Bolton have equalised at Charlton. So it's currently 1-1 at Charlton. Of course, Sunderland just beat Bolton with an edgy 1-0 win. I thought Hull City might have done a bit better in the Championship so far because they really looked a good side in Division 1. Shows you the gap's grown, isn't it, between the Championship and Division 1. As we're back now with Hoffman. I think Sunderland will get a good standing ovation at half-time. AC Milan player has been sent off for a second bookable offence. As the ball's played forward now, but headed. And Cheltenham have possession, deep in their own half. They're not going anywhere. Cheltenham, they're just passing it back and not really doing much with it. Winchester gets there, but now Cheltenham do get with it now. They come on the left-hand side now. Hussey gets in a decent cross, really. And just he stuck up a leg and it just was out of reach. And Sunderland should tidy up on the left. And it's cleared upfield and headed out for a Sunderland throw-in. Quieting down out the Stadium Light. I think we've all got our slippers and pipes. We're feeling that relaxed at the minute. But O'Brien's been dispossessed now on the middle. And they're coming forward now. He goes down on the edge of the area, but there was definitely no foul there, and the referee's having none of it. So Sunderland will come away with it. I can't relax Sunderland, though. Like I say, we know what we're like. We're on the left-hand side now with McGeady, who's had a good game so far. Sprays the ball now, just short, but Sunderland do keep possession. 2 minutes at a time. 09 now to Flanagan. Winchester on the right-hand side, who plays the boss in to find Ross Stewart. And he does get it, but then it's headed back to the goalkeeper from Cheltenham. Yeah, half-time can't come quick enough if you're a Cheltenham Town supporter. Rotherham 2, AFC Wimbledon 0, and Michael Smith has scored first minute into stoppage time. McGeady now. Nice one over the top. Was he offside for Broadhead? No, he wasn't. And Broaden's in he's left-footed shot. Oh, I thought I burst the net there. It was close. He looked a tad offside, but the flag stayed down. He flew just clear. Oh. Yeah, Matthew Patton, we're looking immense this first half. We're really, really doing well. We're dominant. We're in control. No threat at all from Cheltenham, and we're getting possession back off Cheltenham very, very easily as well. And Broadhead's doing really well. He's getting himself into some good runs, some good positions. I would say this is one of the best first halves I've seen Sunderland in a long time. So the Sunderland fans are now leaving to get their half-time refreshments. 20 seconds left of the first half. Sunderland have it now. Broadhead, who plays at the crossfield. Winchester will get. McGeady now plays a lovely little dink to Winchester, and Winchester still going call Winchester. Cuts inside, nearly coming up to the 18-yard area. Dinks a ball forward now to the left. Ross Stewart outside the area. He fancies one. He doesn't. He lays it off to Huggins and plays it across, and that's too much on it. And that goes out for a goal kick. As a matter of fact, there won't even be any time for the goal kick. And there we go. That's half time. I'm chuffed a bit to 63 people watching the channel. If you can, like I say, click the thumbs up, please. I would appreciate it. And if you could subscribe, there might even be a Mars bar in it for you. There we go. Yep, we've been comfortable at the back. Cheltenham's offered very little going forward. We've dominated this match. But I still say, do not sit back. Get another 3 if we can. Can't emphasise how important these goal difference is. Thanks, MTB, for subbing. I will do as many commentaries as I can. So, I'm going to go now for some refreshments myself. I might even get a liver and onion pizza to put in the oven. So, I'll be back in a tick. Don't go away. Just going to make myself another cup of tea. How you doing, Thane? Nice to see you, mate. More tea, Vicar. Excuse me. Hello.
No!
Yes. Well, then sit down. Sit down, it's ice cream.
Play.
Then. Well, hello. Team's just, well, they're not quite out for the second half. I will have to head back upstairs for a brief second, though. I was just putting my daughter to bed. She's just sitting having some ice cream at the minute. Aren't you, Summer? Go to bed. Yes, when you got kids, you got to put your kids first. Liverpool have gone 2-0 up in the Champions League with Sané and Mane. They like that competition, Liverpool, don't they? Just want to say thank you very, very much for people tuning in. It means a lot. Thank you. So Cheltenham are first out onto the pitch for the second half. And out come the lads. I still wouldn't like to say Sunderland to sit back second half. Let's keep at them. I wish we'd bring back that "Baby, It's Ready to Go" when the lads come out. Get that back. I love that tune by Republica. Alfie May comes on for Matthew Pollock, substitution for Cheltenham. No, you're welcome, Rob. I'll be doing as many streams as I can. When, of course, the lads at SAFC Fan TV can't. And we get the second half underway with Sunderland kick off from right to left, kicking towards the where the lads stand. And Cheltenham straight away they come forward, dispossessed, with now Huggins, who's been lively. And Huggins now looks to try and play as a forward ball for Ross Stewart. Too much for that, but Ross Stewart puts his hand up to say thank you. I like all kinds of music. I like me trance, me hardcore, me progressive house, me house. Just love me dance music. I even like me 80s as well. Depending on what mood I'm into. Even the Engelbert Humperdinck. Cheltenham are just passing the ball around deep in their own half at the moment. Confirmation there for Cheltenham Town. Matty Hogg coming off for Alfie May. Hello, Punk. How you doing? 77. Throw into Sunderland, level with the centre circle, and they decided to go back into their own half. And plays it, sweeps it across field to Huggins. Sunderland now deep in their own half, just passing the ball, keeping possession. Now level with the centre circle with Aidan O'Brien. Who gives a sloppy away now, and Cheltenham come away on the left-hand side. Being closed down quickly by the red and whites. Cheltenham have possession. They're being forced back a little bit. They still have it now on the left-hand side. Not really going anywhere with it at the minute. They're now being forced back to the centre circle. Matty Blair, but cut out, and Sunderland now have possession back. But sloppy pass from Bailey Wright there gives it away, but managed to get possession back. Battle going on between Bailey Wright and the player's gone down. The linesman won't given it. We're on the corner flag at the moment. Battling, bit of a scrap going on here, not a nasty one. A bit of a sloppy start from Sunderland in the second half. I think that's possibly to do with the goal being 3-0 up. But they have a free kick literally on the corner flag. It's also important to keep a clean sheet as well. See if anything develops from this. It's virtually a corner, to be honest with you. Still fans making their way back to the seats after the half-time refreshments. Here comes the cross in, and it's headed straight away out by Aidan O'Brien. Good clean header as well. But Cheltenham still have the ball. Promising start the second half from Cheltenham, but headed away back. And Alfie May fancies one from the outside of his foot, but comfortable for Hoffman, who throws it quickly out to... I was watching the stream, and the stream has just jumped back. So we're looking at the free kick again. You can sometimes do this, the stream. It can just have a mind of its own. And I'm now looking at the shot again from Alfie May. Now here we are with Stewart on the right-hand side. He's everywhere, Ross Stewart, isn't he? He's up front, he's at right-hand side, he's at the back. 5-minute spell, decent spell there for Cheltenham. Yeah, I think Sunderland have come out just a little bit too much relaxed, but we need to keep this going. Get these goals in, keep them going as if it's just 0-0 still. High ball play forward. Straight through to the Cheltenham goalkeeper, who rolls it out to their own player. Charge down, out for a throw-in to Cheltenham. Lee Johnson gives us a wave. The Roker end be singing, and Lee Johnson acknowledges and gives a wave back with a cheer back from the Roker end. Lee Johnson's red and white army now is the chant. Broadhead now brings it forward, gives it to McGeady on the left-hand side. McGeady up against Blair now, cuts inside. Plays it in field to 09, who tries to play through ball into the penalty box, but cut out. And then one back again from Huggins, who's had a superb game. The Sunderland now have possession deep in their own half. And then Winchester shows a little bit too much to Alfie May. The referee's brought play back. I think it's a free kick to Sunderland. The ball's played high forward to find McGeady, but it's cut out by Blair and heads it back to the goalkeeper, who throws it out. Sunderland will build again with 09. Plays a ball through the middle. Aidan O'Brien now plays the left foot now to Broadhead. And how did Broadhead not score there? But he was hassled and humbled by... That was a great run there. Broadhead, once again, is getting in dangerous positions. Let's have a look at this again. It was a lovely little ball. It was played just a bit too close to the goalkeeper. Keeper's on top of it, but that was a good chance. Corner ball for Sunderland. First bit of zip in the second half from Sunderland. McGeady now with the cross. Delivers, keeper punches it away for Cheltenham. Big shout for handball there from the Stadium of Light, and the referee does acknowledge it. I think a bit of pressure from the fans there. He's going to get a booked. Yeah. Alfie Mayer's getting booked for Cheltenham for deliberate handball. Oh, yeah, absolutely. It was a Maradona moment, that. He went to challenge the ball in the air and his hand was right up. So we'll have a free kick for Sunderland. Here it comes. Into the box and headed by Flanagan, but not much on it. We'll go straight to the goalkeeper. Someone ready for bed?
No!
Yeah, it's a good point, Punk Rock. What if we do get the opportunity? I bet we do have an opportunity at the moment now. McGeady looks to get in the shot. He can smell danger. Plays in a good box now to Broadhead. Broadhead shoots inside netting. He had upteen chances, Broadhead. He's having a good game. McGeady's been a pain in the backside as well for the Cheltenham defence. It was too much on it. He was pushed out too far on the right-hand side. The angle was too acute. Oxford United 3, Accrington Stanley 0. Matt Taylor for 50 minutes. Cheltenham playing themselves into spot of bother here, but they do have it. But then they've lost possession by Rossford Stewart. McGeady now gets in across. Broadhead heads it down, but nobody there. Thought it was going to drop for Evans and Cheltenham will clear. Sunderland do look dangerous every time they go forward. But Cheltenham have it at the moment. High ball forward. That's going to find nobody but Hoffman. He's outside his area though, but Carmsley plays it forward to Winchester, who flicks it on to Evans. Evans now to Ross Stewart, who's in the centre circle now. In the middle now. Turns and plays it back. Flying high up in the sky. We keep the red flag flying high from the red and white army and the crowd in the stands there. Sunderland just keeping possession in their own half, passing it back and forwards. Cardiff City 0, West Brom 2, Curtis Nelson. West Brom looking to get promoted back to the Premier League. Sunderland just happy to pass the ball around in their own half. We're keeping possession, that's the main thing. McGeady now gives it back to Bailey Wright. Bailey Wright lofts a high ball to Ross Stewart. Keeper's coming out though, and Ross Stewart gets it, and the keeper's hesitated. Ross Stewart shoots with an empty goal, but it was a tame shot. But it still caused a bit of problems, and it's been knocked out for a corner. Yeah, keeper comes out and makes a complete hash of it. Miskicks it, and he doesn't quite strike it right. And we've got Sunderland's first substitution for Sunderland. Tom Flanagan, who's getting a standing ovation, has had another good game. He's coming off. He's not injured. I just think it's a tactical change. And Alves is coming on for Sunderland. I'm pleased for the lad. I'm pleased. And Lee Johnson shakes his hand, pats him on the back and says, "Well done, lad. I'll buy you a pint at full time." So Frederick Alves is on as the corner comes in for Sunderland, but it's cleared towards the front post straight from and who further forward, but there's nobody there when Hoffman is way out of his area. He's nearly out of he's nearly at the centre circle and the fans are shouting, "Shoot!" Hoffman lofted high forward to try and find Stewart, but just a bit too high, and it's back with the goalkeeper for Cheltenham. As if Hoffman's going to shoot from the halfway line. You never know. It's not rare that we're this comfortable, is it really? But it's great. We'll enjoy it when we can. Alves gets his first touch, and that touch will be passing it back to the goalkeeper. And it's going to put my daughter to bed. Back in a second. Yes, bed. Okay. Come on, we'll go to bed.
No!
Yes, come on.
No!
Bed. Blink. Come on, I carry you. Come here.
You're back.
Hmm?
You're back.
Come on, bed.
You're back.
Come on, I'll give you a yogurt bar. Come on, get one then. Yogurt bar? Come on then. Come on. Yogurt bar.
You're back.
Come on then. Well, then what's that about? Okay.
Stand in the street and cause a traffic jam? Dragon Raja allows that. You want to play in the snow and slip over on...
Why is this so heavy?
I don't know. Well, there we go. That's me. Just put the daughter to bed. Bless her cotton socks. So it's still 3-0. I haven't missed much. Huddersfield 2, Blackburn 1, Burton Albion 2, Portsmouth 0. They're really flapping at the minute. Cambridge United 0, Gillingham 2, Bromley 1, Grimsby 1. As Sunderland will build on the right. Plays a long ball on the right-hand side. And then going out. That's back with the Sunderland keeper, who just rolls it out. Might see Leon Diaku coming on. Sunderland deep in their own half. Now plays another long high ball out onto the right-hand side. First time cross. O'Brien was lurking, but it was headed out for a throw-in, level with the penalty area on the left-hand side here for Sunderland. Here we are on the left-hand side now. Tries to quit inside, but dispossessed and slips over, but Sunderland still have a throw-in. It is good to see Max Power scoring. Just waiting for that throw-in on the touchline here. He's taking his time trying to find space. Still haven't took the throw in. Eventually do, a short one. Back to McGeady and then O'Brien, and then O'Brien loses it out, and Cheltenham will pick it up. And then dispossessed again from Sunderland. It does really well to keep possession and keeps it in. Now Sunderland now play it back. They're in their own half. On the right hand side now. Winchester. Ross Stewart. What a touch from Ross Stewart. And he's away, Ross Stewart. Oh, and should have got a... Oh. Well, that was a lovely bit of player from Sunderland there, but just a mishit cross from Ross Stewart. But Winchester picks out a lovely ball, and Ross Stewart flicks and he's through on the right hand side. And he just plays it too early, and then there was a hacked chance for Aidan O'Brien. And meanwhile, Aidan McGeady is coming off for Sunderland. He's done a really good shift. I would say it's his best performance so far. Well done, Aidan McGeady. And Leon Dejaku is coming on. Yes, Sheffield Wednesday has scored a second goal against Wigan. I still think Sheffield Wednesday will be up there and thereabouts. So we have a corner for Sunderland. Diaco takes it and gives it to Corey Evans. Evans right-footed, and what a shot, and it's tipped over again. Just a little bit central. What a lovely strike from about 20 yards out. It was dipping, that was going in, and the keeper just tips it over the bar. Corner number 8 for Sunderland. Diaco now, hand up. Right-footed, delivered towards the back four post, headed clear. Only as far as Evans, who lays it off for Huggins. And then we'll switch player to the right-hand side with Bailey Wright, who gets a drill it in. Winchester picks it up inside the penalty area, then plays it back out to Wright, delivers it again, and then headed away from Sean Long. 09 keeps it alive, and then it goes back towards the keeper for Cheltenham, and they will have sigh of relief. And Alfie May has it. Decker wins it back now for Sunderland. I've just missed the 4th goal because the stream froze. So get in 4-0. My stream froze at this end. I'm just seeing the goal now. That's 5-0 now.
What are you doing?
Wow, this stream is it's freezing. I would seem to have caught up, and I've just caught the goal suddenly. I've just now got a 5th. This is unbelievable. Wow. But yeah, the SAFC stream has just been chopping in the last few minutes, and I've just missed. He brought it down, lovely, and then it came off his knee, came back. What a strike!
Yeah, you can watch the TV.
Diaku, fantastic, eh? Go on. Don't have it too loud, do you?
No.
But wow. 5-0. Sorry about missing the goals, but like I say, I couldn't do anything about it. It froze. And then it came back on, and it's like I've missed 2 goals. Well, just got the 5th. Wow. Sunderland 5, Cheltenham Town 0. It was a lovely finish by Jaku. It was sort of cleared half, and then and here we go again. Broadhead on the left, inside the area. Plays it back now to O'Brien. O'Brien just shows a little bit too much. That's a foul. Anybody feeling relaxed at 5-0? Oh, get in. We're by far the greatest team the world has ever seen. Listen, that noise at the stadium, I like. We're by far the greatest team Brilliant. Brilliant. And of course, a lot of these players, and of course, Lee Johnson is yet to experience what the stadium is like with full volume, with 48,000. Hopefully, we'll see that back. But Cheltenham have possession at the moment in our half, but soon dispossessed by the lads in red and white. And Broadhead now to Diaku. It's fast and it's flown football at the moment, and Cheltenham come forward. And it goes straight through to Hoffman. Like I say, please click the thumbs up. We've got 67 people on the channel, and if you can subscribe as well, I'll buy you a bacon butty. And what a happy stream it's been. Yeah, can we hang on, Thomas? I'm not comfortable. I'm pulling my hair out. Can you see? One strand. Oh, turn that down a bit, please. So Sunderland just happy to keep possession at the back. Barely right now to Huggins. Huggins a little bit too strong back to Bailey Wright, and it goes in for a throw-in. Just total switch off there by Huggins. Thanks, Matthew Patton. If only I was making an influence on the scores. Do you know what I mean? Got a double substitution for Cheltenham now coming on. Christian Norton. And the other change will be number 18, Taylor Perry. So strikers coming off. And he's going more defensive as Cheltenham. Damage limitations, I would say. But if this doesn't send a message to Division 1, nothing else will. This is far the best Sunderland display I've seen in a long time. Throwing now for Cheltenham. They're inside Sunderland's penalty area, but O'Brien comes and just hoops it clear nearly as far as the halfway line. So Christian Norton on, Kyle Joseph off. Substitution for Cheltenham. And Sunderland now clear it away downfield, and that's going to go out. Or is it? Yes, it's going to go out for a throw-in to Cheltenham, who throw it back to their goalkeeper. So it looks like Sunderland's getting ready to make a substitution now. Alves now. More confirmation. Dillian Barker's on. Taylor Perry off for Cheltenham. Sunderland now have possession deep in their own half. They're just knocking it backwards and forwards. So Pritchard looking at coming on. Who would he bring off? Would he bring off Ross Stewart protecting him? Or is he going to get Ross Stewart on, perhaps going to try and go for his hat-trick? Barely right now for Sunderland. Plays it across field now to O'Neill. Winchester now for Sunderland on the right. Diaku. What a start for Diaku. Gets his first goal. Sunderland level with the centre circle. Plays it across field to Barry Wright, who plays a lovely ball to Huggins in space on the left-hand side. Now Huggins twists and turns and tries to cut inside and chops his man. Gets brought down, but gets back up quickly, gets support in the way of Evans. Evans now goes forward himself, but loses out. Cheltenham come away with the ball. Both players went down after that challenge. We're putting it forward now, and Alves has to be alive, and he is, to cover well, and knocks it out for a corner. He was asking for a foul there, but didn't get it. Don't adjust your sets, people. Sunderland 5, Cheltenham Town 0. 72 minutes on the clock. Are we safe to say it's 3 points for the Black Cats? So Pritchard has got his strip on. But at the moment we have a corner for Corner comes in for Cheltenham. It's a poor corner, and O'Brien just hoofs it away. He's done a good job at the near post as O'Brien. He's really closed down a lot of things. So he's the Sunderland substitution. Ross Stewart will be coming off, and it gets a standing ovation, as they all have. Could have got another couple of more goals, Ross Stewart, to be honest with you. The game's won. So Alex Pritchard comes on for Ross Stewart. He gets a hug from his manager. Still quite a bit of the game left, and 5-0. Cross comes in for Cheltenham. Alfie keeps it away, but Winchester gets there now. Sunderland will come away now with some pace on the right-hand side. Diaku now plays in a lovely ball, and Diaku on the right-hand side now. We're coming towards the penalty area, but just poked possession off Diaku, and he has a throw-in. Near the corner flag. Diaku says, I'm not taking that throw-in. Alves now, centre circle for Sunderland as we come forward with 09. Plays it out the left to Huggins. Huggins is going to go back to Bailey Wright. And Bailey Wright back to Alves in their own half. Alves again now. I think he's going to go back to his keeper. No, he's playing it to Bailey Wright. Slowing the pace down now, Sunderland. Evans now looking for that ball off the top. There's Broadhead, who's had a solid game. Plays it down to Diaku. Diaku tries to link up play. A little give and go, but it runs straight through for a goal kick to Cheltenham. They should be announcing the attendance soon at the Stadium of Light as well. I'm going to guess and go for about 27,000, I'd say.
Look, I'm sure there's people in colder countries than I am that use this technique all the time. It's a good idea. I can't even knock it. Is it sludge?
So goal kick for Cheltenham.
Is that machine?
Headed well by Alves, heads it straight back. That's a good header from Alves. Sunderland position. Nice little ball to Diaco, brings it down on the right hand side. Winchester's now going to go for support, giving them support, but Diaco's in the 18-yard area. Plays it back to Pritchard. Pritchard on the right hand side now. To back in, cross for Sunderland, brings it in, headed away on his far O'Brien. Keeps possession for Sunderland. Huggins now on the left-hand side. Back out to O'Brien. O'Brien now back to Pritchard. Pritchard back to Huggins. Triangle football from Sunderland here. Once again, back to Huggins. Huggins goes back to the centre circle. Sunderland keeping possession here. On the right-hand side now, they're still just knocking it between themselves. Keeping possession, which is good. Yeah, this is what I would like to see a lot more of Sunderland. Even if we're just winning, doesn't matter how many we're winning by, just still keep possession, still keep at the team, wear the opposition down, and just don't take your foot off the pedal. That's what we need to do. Sunderland now still have possession. Still in their own half on the right-hand side. Winchester now plays a lovely ball to Diaco on the right, who tries to cut inside but is dispossessed, and Freestone clears for a throw-in for Sunderland. So, Bailey Wright in the centre circle. On the right-hand side now. Oh, Winchester now dispossessed. And then battles. Alex Pritchard wins it back for Sunderland well, but tries to release Broadhead, but gives it too much pace, and the keeper will have it for Cheltenham. Well, it's nice to be relaxing, isn't it, watching this? It's almost like watching a box set of Last of the Summer Wine. You can be that chilled out. Keeper comes out his box a bit and lofts this forward. Headed straight back. And Sunderland will have possession and then heads it out for a throw-in, and then it'll be Cheltenham throw-in. Throw-in taken. Ball played down the right-hand side for Cheltenham. Cut out by Bailey Wright, who clears it upfield and out for another throw-in on the manager's dugout. Cheltenham quickly takes it. Nice little 1-2 pass through the legs of Sunderland, and Thomas plays it into the box for Cheltenham. Winchester takes control of that and clears high downfield. Headed straight back in alive. Shot from distance, takes a deflection from Bailey Wright, and that'll go for a corner for Cheltenham. 78 minutes gone. Clean sheet will be good tonight, without a doubt. So, don't forget, we're missing Doyle, we're missing Sirkin at the minute. And the results so far, well, can't complain. Here comes the cross for Cheltenham. Just headed on, but nobody there. But Cheltenham will gather on the right-hand side. Being hassled by Diaku there. He goes down and gives a file away. So it'll be a free kick for Cheltenham, about 25 yards out on the touchline. And a chance for a free kick to be played into the box. Lee Johnson there having a word with Diaku, telling him to just steady on there, no silly fouls. You know, I know we're 5-0 up, but let's keep our discipline. Here comes the free kick. Delivered by Hussey. It's a dangerous one, but headed away again, and a shot from Cheltenham, and it's gone wide. Wolf whistles from the Sunderland faithful. So coming up to 80 minutes on the clock. Yeah, I think it's going to be the first time. I think hopefully there's not going to be about 8 minutes at a time, but even if there was, we're not going to panic, are we? Once again, thanks very much, everybody, for watching the stream tonight and for clicking the thumbs up. Do appreciate it. And anybody who subscribed, thank you. Thank you. Cheltenham have it now. They're deep in the Sunderland half, and they've got a throw-in level with a penalty area. There's no urgency now at all from Cheltenham. They know that the game's obviously done and dusted. Damage limitations for Cheltenham now, I would say, as the try to knock the ball forward, but dispossessed once again from Sunderland. Now plays it now here. Now Sunderland come forward but brought down, and that'll be a yellow card for Thomas in the middle. So the attendance tonight, 28,313. So I said about 27, but it's still a cracking attendance for a Tuesday evening, isn't it? Great effort from the Sunderland fans. It's all brilliant. Couple of hundred in the top tier from Cheltenham. A long drive back for them, I'll tell you now. But Cheltenham have it deep in their own half. They're coming forward now. They're in the centre circle. Stopped in the middle by Corey Evans. Evans getting some minutes. He's done some good tackles at the minute. And Cheltenham play it long and high. And bundled off the ball. Is that a free kick to Cheltenham? It is. How's he give the throw in? Free kick to Cheltenham. Just up outside the manager's dugout. Ball's played into the box. And it's hacked away, but it's going towards the corner flag, and Diaku will just hoof it down the line to find Alex Pritchard, who loses out I think Sunderland quite happy now, settling. But dispossessed now, Cheltenham, and Sunderland will now build on the halfway line. Evans now cuts inside, plays it back to Alves. In their own half, Sunderland now, and now plays it forward to Pritchard, to Winchester, who over the top looking for Broadhead, who gets it. They're in the penalty area, Sunderland. Now plays it back. And they're going back again, and they're back with the centre circle and back in their own half again, Sunderland. They're just enjoying some possession, Sunderland, and ticking down that clock. Yeah, we had that spurt where we, for 15 minutes, and we got them a couple of goals, and it looks like we are settling down. Wow, Martin, is that right? Ipswich 4 goals in 10 minutes, 6-0. But meanwhile, Sunderland come forward now. Huggins controls it well, and initially halted by Matthew Blair, and Sunderland will get a throw in. Good goal, north and south. I like that one. Broadhead's gone down, but injured, or has he got a bit of cramp? I'm not too sure. Yeah, physio comes on with his sack. And it gives a chance of the players to have some refreshments as well. Let's get some fluids into them. Yeah, well, Ross Stewart, tabletop, he didn't look too disappointed when he come off. You know, I think he knows he's done well. He got 2 goals, and he also knows he could have got 2 more, but he can't complain for these finishes. Thanks, Robert. Thanks for the good feedback. Sunderland are getting the drinks down them, some fluids, while they're waiting for play to resume. Well, Sunderland are down to 10 men. So he's gone off and he's run straight down the tunnel. So we're going to be playing the last 5 minutes with 10 men. It's a shame to see him go off in that way without a goal, but let's hope he's not too bad. O'Brien's gone up top. Just a 4-4-1 formation for Sunderland at the minute formation. Sunderland have got possession now with Evans. Plays it infield to Alves. He's O'Neill. Lovely finished. Loves to finish. And Sunderland now plays it lovely by Huggins. And Huggins just tries to release. Pritchard didn't come off. Too much on it. Out for a throw-in. You haven't missed much, Rich. And Cheltenham will come again in the halfway line. Dinks a little ball forward. On the left. Yeah, I've just had the earpiece come through. Ipswich, yeah, 6-0 against Doncaster. Where's that result come from? That scoreline, should I say? A weak effort from Cheltenham there. Hoffman will just see I'll have that. No problem at all. Just putting the kids have been down, they've had YouTube on. Charlie White scored for Wigan. Well, he is a goal scorer. I mean, he scored a few for us. It's just a shame we didn't get promoted. Winchester for Sunderland now on the right-hand side. Hull City have now equalised against Blackpool. And Sunderland now have it on the right-hand side, just in the Cheltenham half. Fans on the far side thought that was a Sunderland throw-in. Porto 1, Liverpool 3, MK Dons 3, Fleetwood 3, so 6-goal thriller at MK Dons. Cheltenham takes a throw-in quickly. They're deep in their own half. Yeah, the game's now, you could understand, has gone very, very flat, but the job's done and dusted, hasn't it? Just ticking the clock down now. Cheltenham now come forward on the left-hand side. Try to be dispossessed by Sunderland, but they still have it, Cheltenham. Coming now forward on the left-hand side, Cheltenham. The ball's now played into the far side, into the box, and gets past his man. Well, was it a handball? Yes, it was a handball. Free kick to Sunderland. Once again, thanks everybody for your company tonight. It's been a pleasure. PSG 2, Manchester City 0 in the Champions League. Yeah, Cheltenham, I think, just want to get back on the coach home now. Sunderland now, just a bit of a training session for them now, I would think. Don't think it'd be too much added on. 2 to 3 minutes, perhaps, with the goals that's gone in. 3 minutes added on, just as I thought. 3 minutes at a time. Do you think we're safe, lads and lasses? Bailey Wright's been solid today, mind. Trying to think who I would give man of the match to. There's been that much to choose from. Ball played forward. Looking for O'Brien. O'Brien, he gets past his man. Aidan O'Brien just didn't steady himself and tries to place the ball and goes nowhere near, basically. Charlton 1, Bolton 4. Wow. He has put a shift in Aidan O'Brien, mind. I wouldn't like to choose for man of the match today because there's been so many good performances. Liverpool have now scored a 4th away to Porto in the Champions League. Goal kick for Cheltenham. Headed straight back from Sunderland, who then give it away to Cheltenham, who will build on the left-hand side near the centre circle. Forced out wide, throw in to Cheltenham. Ball's played into the box. It's a high hanging cross. Bailey Wright gets a header, an important header, and heads it out for a throw in to the other side. The throw in for Cheltenham on the right hand side, played upfield to May. He plays it inside now, and then a misplaced pass goes straight to Sunderland, who will come forward with 0-9 in the centre of the pitch. Dayaku now on the right hand side. Hasn't got much options, but just plays the ball back. We're in our own half now with Alves. Just going to be knocking the ball around now in our own half. Alves. No, Matthew, he didn't get sent off. I think it was just a slight injury and he just walked down the tunnel. O'Brien gets down with a good chest but dispossessed. Clears as far as Winchester. Headed back and it's back with possession with Cheltenham. Well, I would say this is just about it. In the last 10 seconds, man of the match. Honestly, I wouldn't like to say referee thinks about it and then brings it to the end. And what a fantastic win at the Stadium of Light. Sunderland 5, Cheltenham Town 0. As Lee Johnson's now shaking hands with the staff and the manager of Cheltenham Town. But what a superb win for the Red and Whites. And Rotherham have scored a third against AFC Wimbledon. But going to give a round of applause for all you out there for tuning in. It's been a pleasure doing the stream again. 5-0. Fantastic. Yeah, you're welcome, Martin. Thanks for tuning in. Wise men sing. It's getting played around the Stadium of Light. Nobody's leaving. They're going to be applauding the Sunderland team off, and why wouldn't they not? Falling in love with you. Brilliant. A roar from the Stadium of Light as the players go off. That's fantastic. Well, that's it from me, DJ Earth. Thank you for tuning in. It's been a pleasure. And have a great rest of the week. Good evening to you all, and we'll see you next time. Toodaloo.